should you play Fire Emblem, the Hag in White? Hag in White is a ROM hack of Sacred Stones created by Saint Rubenio. This game follows the story of an archer named Kyra. She discovers an old woman named Apate, who possesses heretical light magic. Apate recruits Kyra and her band of mercenaries to aid her in her quest to slay the nation's Hierophant, and in exchange, Apate will cure Kyra's brother of his fatal disease. Thus, Kyra sets out to fight the corrupt Inquisition, hoping to provide her brother a healthy future. The gimmick of this hack is quite simple. Your healing is incredibly limited. Apate is your main source of staff usage for this ROM hack, adding many layers of thinking to your strategies. The maps of this hack complement this idea very nicely. But don't let the limited healing factor scare you. In my opinion, this is one of the most approachable ROMs for players of all skill levels. Every single unit of this game feels very distinct from one another, making repeat playthroughs a must. This helps with the addition of class skills, such as heroes having Triangle Adept, druids having Tomebreaker, and generals having Reposition and Canto Plus. No, as silly as that might sound, the generals of this hack can allow for hilarious strategies if you use this combo correctly. This hack also manages to make a low-strength thief one of its best units. The mere simplicity of a unit like Lopez being your main source of gaining money with Despoil, despite having no strength, is pure ingenuity on Rubenio's part. Not to mention, Lopez has access to the greatest triangle attack I have ever seen. In regards to the story, this is probably one of the best ROM hack stories you'll experience. The entire cast is incredibly charming, and each have their chance to shine through the home base mechanic. Between chapters, Kyra can talk to the units in her army to gain insight on their characters, grow supports, and much more. The story has a few twists and turns that had me thoroughly entertained, especially during the first half of the game. Though, I will admit, I do feel the latter half of the game's balance feels a tad skewed towards the player overpowering the enemy even on its hardest difficulty. But you know, sometimes having bigger numbers over the enemy is what the player needs to have a grand time. Overall, I highly recommend everyone to check out the Hag in White. It is one of the most approachable and enjoyable hacks from all angles. You'll be met with a serviceable story, gameplay loop, characters, and too many Lopez coins to count. Now, let me hear from all of you. What has been your experience with the Hag in White?